and say brofo kese na wo kan ye no wo se no etimi spread it but we no and spread it baby abona na bo eti say yes
so for every child
baby a wo de achi bia no wa hye no so it's omo special to the point say ye yi kese see e momo nhye tuntum omo hye fita
I don't know your papa ahwe ye wasene me message papa nkwanso
it you own set papa hen kran so tena bedwama
dabi papa man
we say also tena bedwama the same mofra no ane onu nyina ahye fita
but I also learned to say and correct me say me wrong I also learned to say sa fita no when we share the bay you have to say when otumfo is present and son omo be share sa fita that means any ordinary ye bia de omo share
enya ye bia nso no beko ne be mo kwan mo ma ba omo de no ma o say e ba ya ma wadwena koso ye no ye pese e ma hu say ye obusum kase bi otepa
wow
wono nso timi mamba na ne ma no omo ye akyede sonko to omo pie ba bia o say ye hu say we ye tepa ba ne ma not necessary
Tibano betumi de na kobu baby
but the market dey done no
but there's no ritual or something you're supposed to do
because I think some year mommy me ko invite him okay and I say that time utufo ebeye akosidai it was or appear to ultimate but I'm saying that na so mu ye bibi onu kwan so no so kodem something will be bintia or shemano eshewa it's some now come no
ye kaniba
ampa
Empress you so mami hu community involvement no I will say ye we mu no because say ye kase will be to the shop mu na obi MP businesses institutions ni ade omu disono e kire wo mu unity wo wo e wa Asantehene and discipline omo wo Asantehene and gofo kakra mu pie no de obi na share da ko share costume na odi hunu nkrofo enya abrafo na nkasa yes and one of the things I mean who was social media so na a tree margin CBB so kakra eye akomfo no onsa akomfo bebre ne baaye omo beda wo musumaye di omo tre and there was this one is it Abewetia and there was this young child
reincarnated
okay
100-year-old
so reincarnated no young girl now and there was kola now wo so wo come omo danedi na commentary na ebi baaye no ebi mo tre ena we die wunya enkola na weso mu ko school e weso mu ko yese na metena wona mebusa me ho say si yese ye be hwe ne akora ya mamre ene ye traditions a sebio ye nanano ma ne wo moti asi se wo mu be wu akọ enti e wo se nkofo e be ye de e beto aso na ye hwe various religions ayewo okrum ha mimi ye Christian se
mbacho yenya nana eduse
okay
tepa twenwa eye tepa mahene ewo line so
okay
mi kasa no munyimi nyo tu mi kasa hello nana
yes babe
nana me pacho ye chiao ene enyumre
me joso ma na ho de
nana ya hu ye enyina ya hu ye me pa
ma fi o bento kame be
oh nana some process ya o na be ma meji
o pe me na kati e me se be fwa na brand e bi
na me ma we hu se me ye adwuma oba me ye adwuma nana me pa cho we de o ma ye pese ye bisa o ensem kakra bi
okay
me pa cho nana ye pese ye bisa se edinti na se BBC ewo ahemfie na wo kwa nkwa wo hye fita edekon
oh okay biza wasede akonya odi ama me share what you for nya sebe wo ede
dan pacho an wo edem
me share no chief nya we de nkwa na bi my friend man and you say yo obi ede be friend man and you say
Nana Yedas. Nana Yedas.
You see, I require say, we could be doing me free for. Said be. There was some casino who my friend Tapabania.
Okay.
On the Duma Cassia power and so bonny pahon pine. And now, on my award so. And now, connected to no. I couldn't be as Asantehene be could be a Sabusum no comes. There could be also a Busum Dinkum. And I'm so ma you were of him son and nurses to a decay. And he said, when you were young, couldn't be a machine and Pessam shower, the Mawash and so. Say a Cobajama, Obey Demosonko. Into a boat in you for four. I didn't to my four, the matter Pabania.
Okay.
They didn't can you man near comfort much.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a cackle for not Aguna, or the Acotua Asantehene pa.
Okay.
It was all your actions to deal with the man or said. I found a bedroom beer, which you for them is a comfort not.
Wow.
Which you phobia them set a pine or.
Wow.
It's a more hobby I meet me back.
Oh.
It's a much easy query.
Okay.
It be any I meet my back. No shame in it, comfort not chin the papa near Chinefufona.
Wow.
It is Sabusum Cassibi near Buama Asantehene demon. You call job boss here, I say Demosonko.
Oh, okay.
Yakoye say, a software you walk Asantehene.
Oh, okay.
They are software in few bishops, reverend ministers.
Wow.
Then you hear Pio Quemo and Sana Semi Santin remove the be our mom.
Wow.
So you put Jana, said your year, you see, a you remember, Utum for will never come.
Wow.
Ukulipa never trading their catchers and Kulipa way, he will stop.
Wow.
It is never be Bria, dear shots and men. I be on the shirt a panic component, Shenamoniam. Until I cover be a friend for.
Wow.
Then in friend for no quiet, you will dear my year.
Okay.
Any people way for program be a you rabbi. Petit preoccupant as a machine leader.
Okay.
Petit preoccupant as a butcher. Where consultation with the barrier and Aguna, which is conformity.
Okay.
We possess a quarter year. The Manaquasi and Qua, San would to an amoeso. To a job on us here. We have Kuma, not conformity. Or any fun, like a babani or no, he's a quamat naman.
Okay.
And the baby, you show who say, I be a warrior no. And there are some dreaming consoler brass under mine.
Okay.
So you obey any be an Indian catcher of Fumansana, Baba.
Oh, okay.
It is Sana. It was said that the say, I shall soon be on the matter, Babani and a conformity.
And a conformity.
It will be a team prep, will be a team petting influence.
I just
saw a bishop to Asantehene. We are pastor to Asantehene.
Asana.
Any year pie, a bomb pie, mass Asantehene, a bomb pie, my trouble be a rabbi. Asan will be Pia.
Wow.
Nana,
me dase. Nana, me so, me person me bisau. You videos bebree na you say, I say, enkofo bi ehu omo na ase omu tinwi e bia ye grey
ai omu no boso no omamma
boso ne mamba
yeah
okay
obaba
okay nti nana me so
ma prepare the first te fa ba ne ma ya wo ne ma ya wo na omu nya dihye obedi akona Bemo beba bedi Asantehene. From Bata Babani ho. Sinap as my friend the first ne friend na Bani.
Oh, wow.
So on my war. They didn't cause so shit. No, be any so be. The papa ne kasa o kwa o yet there or besaba. O kwa so saba. Wow. The bosom no ma ba no wa shenen so. No, no say we na my wo.
Is.
In example, no, just home through one family. Home through so many places.
Wow.
A jet of a former, home free tapa.
Hey.
Before water. Instead, so many more, but probably so no more.
Wow.
Now the friends and men want to man a bar, no more. Or the bottom one was Shannon. Over the kind to say, and call out on people universities, so most of them are universities.
Wow.
Oh, most of them are universities.
Ooh.
When my sponsor be Kromoko School or Abuchi. All of them have marks on them. And see, Sana Obusa Sanete.
Yo, Nana me pacho, nan person me bisa say, and then they are enkofo eba bisabana.
Maybe thousands and ones. Maybe you see, oh, Namsono, Ama, and Emma will be swakata. But my catch was a more pastessa, ye bump by bow or bosom or bedding by Bobby Sense soon be the call. Some are from Nigeria.
Wow.
Me go for Babbe, Mamma, ye nebi.
Wow.
Omuba, Nana, me peba, near Cobompa, Usuma, Monum, nebi.
Wow.
That's what you and soon that's so, and soon I need that.
Soon.
And soon need that. Can it in the most sister will be in Tremor? Then cost say be Asantehene will be in Tremor. He said, your cousin soon be their common Asantehene and Sana will be to me Tremor Sako Anderson. The year Busumbia Sebi. Very powerful for Asantehene. Oboa Asante will a can be Brazil, your cock crown near the bosom of the.
Wow.
During Asante and Infante War, the bosom of the coil, almost true no see our way to true Manakaya one and Cabosum.
Wow.
Yes. And here were baby beer, say a jacassia boy, the area and Sefia Mompire, he will never do it. You know, not soon be a bishino.
A bishino.
Spiritual, any bad spirit be at me, Mao.
Wow.
So some bonu be at me, Marcia. Ultimate. The boy shows is here. Who are Jimboni be a crowd about crowd with Jai?
With Jai.
And the sonnet here.
Yeah,
I suffer. A mass Santema, any good some bonfire. It is a trade upon said this, Asantehene be any uncle. Yes, one at the end when you are brass and the mine.
Wow.
Because in share with him, my back. With him, stick one man couldn't dear. And I hear I say, but 2 didn't cost a measure on Monyam. The book be a nice sentiment fret into a moon for 4 and I'm for me to match. And he now won't send me for 4.
Daddy, where the Miss Ansana Mema or Becono. Now, Miss Mibisa say, you who say, O call Dotty Yeno, you who say, Obi soon, Adifu be na all was so. Nan person Bisa say, Bosom no nana, Odi Nimunana.
I am pensamotio. You radia. You call also ordinance. Hey, I'm more hard, you know.
That way, yes, yes,
you see, ne a mebuna maban, I am on Papa Cosamoti. And I said, be the Pamahine, Yami Rapidami and Medru Samre. Ye Buddha that I see, I know can be free to chrome. Now, Kobani DHD, what is Saboso back, Minu Miensa. Back also come on Saboso back, Minu Miensa. If you are near Cotron, and yet, Bibi or baby, okay, that again to come.
Nana, Yebedasi, pa.
And that's a rather count. Why?
Nyamisha will say, Waje Brena, Onona, Akasa. That in Yamisha.
This I won't go on, I will to me with some same way.
That's it, Nana, that's
rather count.
Yami count. That's it, bye. Yeni Tepa Mahini, and a church and Comono, and Neno, ye history, ye sianti. You move to Mama baby some question Nana Kasi
stuff.
Yes.
Now
continue.
Question na ye pese you bisa say enkola na ya show mo so no na ye kodje mo fi tepabani e ho no se wo mo so so wo mo nyi na se wo mo bewo a ebi omo ware na omo wa does it transfer to the kids as well? That's what I'm telling you, I'm the manu cha na me na we share enkola na wo mo kom na me share commentary na e bana enye fe. Oh, because Empress unim bibi. Martina sie hu say, yenye Christopher. Say ye wo ye manga. Ye diomu si asori dem. Ye started to think kwala no ewe nyamisum, eni nyamisrum efi asori dem ma omu nyini. Obi anka nkyerɛ say twen ma oba nyini ansa na wa ye dey. Watete no. Sanso na ye nuanom traditionalists so Muslims womu nyina saa na womu tete omba ntia ye den na woka catch comfort say or abuse ne ba anaso obi a odi ade say or abuse ne ba so onfa akola no go school anase say sesebio enkola ni nyina no ye gya womu ama omu nye akom ni we ya hwan na wo ba betoa ye tradition ye culture so because omu wo ni ebia 50-100 years to come no mu bebre ko enti enchiri ma wo a wo mo so mbeto aso a ye de preserve your culture and your tradition no enti ye best say as people we should learn to be tolerant of enkrofo religion any niema wo mu gidi se we ye Christonia sebio enkogina baby enkoka se sebi mpredua wo abosomsom sebio eye nkwase asem Sanzu na menko jina baby enko kire se unua kremonia wo no som ne som no enye wo die no enu na wugidie enu na ye adwuma ma wo hweso na ye what you say then don't talk down on other people's religion because my commentary ni bebre on social media is very distasteful enye kama your best stress say yenye ti we mi ye Christo ni mi ntumi nkokasa down on somebody's religion because on also need die no we okay say obe person obi beba wudie mu but don't talk down on other people's religion nti adisuade ni debe bebre wo ha ye besu
Empress me that say one mama kwenye ye na frɛ ye no ana frɛ no okasa kra no metimi hu say awosin bi ni ade bi na say bibita achiri enye kwa nkomo no baby ameme pese me fafri ni ye the only time you get to hear the story of the Ashanti tribe no I say maybe assembly say esina obenyazi peni bi beda no we di say opese
enye easy so see ebenya
obeka abakwa assembly say ya den achiro but I strongly believe say if we can shoot movies at one time na me tie Kofi Adoma when or interview abrowe bia my name so that's what I say wasum Asantehene beye 4 we hu 4 omoyin or that's what or ye donko edu abajo ma or abrowa bo baba besum and otimika obia story otimika the first now we wa hano na ni muchi ya hano no aduane and I feel that she's just a walking yes I wasn't yetimi otiasi no Ensebi obetima kakra ebimu amfeko mu nyimbo onu no reden oni manka yebetimi de atwa movie bi and and the world is ready to watch some of these things. Anna, I make us say sad stories be seen. I am enjoy the typical Kumawood movie. I'm from the me can't see asem so me free the outside no say you bet my beast of no nation or my best scout for talent na e bit Abraham Atabenya character be a player you been that e be you be try confirm not movie and you be try prepare the first movie you shut down and scout for nkofo bet me play character na my the true anyone say maybe you better me be comic character be because share some movie now the woman team am a comedian but me can see as say me movie be no and obi akoshe bi aso koshe asresem history na ta ade me chinan hwa e be free adionim you bet me movie now the typical Ashantis, how the typical Ashanti is built, how they are designed, how they process the form movie now maybe Netflix be, and I tell you say Asantehene so we buy $1 million na omo employ Netflix Hollywood for nobody yen local producers ni be fra na you try they will recoup the investment in no time because the world globally will be open to watch this thing on in all cinema. Ghana and Kwankwa see a premieres Asantehene movie and they have had so many kings come before the recent one. We in our stories for what? So most of them back data starting free. Matters say Asantehene the neko Seychelles, Mabeti, and mostly when history is passed on orally, today do baby I distorted. But Mamia said I'm so who see Muchia na mam Prempel said then no dinner grow how ye or tears or can near document here and no ababeka and yes say or catch me can meet me can send my many can no be the trouble you can meet me can send my many can so me when say Asantehene have been so obey ye be so it should go beyond the typical you be try in concert movies maybe and now you say yes something to appeal to the global market and that is the only way and history will be protected and the world will also take us serious.
Nana.
Member, okay. I mean, first of all, that was excellent education from Asantehene. I mean, story we crowd out. Ola na ebie gate na maye and kudos to you, Ola. I mean, you know your history. Thank you. You know your history. And so education or the buy, and I mean it's just beautiful to listen to, and I can listen to him all night, talking us through history. I think the major failing for this funeral, I mean, you don't have to be an Ashanti to admire what happened there. I'm a Fanti. My mom is Eve. But you cannot take away the culture, the history, the tradition, the authority of the Ashanti kingdom. It's untouchable. It compares to none. It compares to none. And it's beautiful. And ye say adiwe this week it seems. If you, and I'm not criticizing the kingdom, I'm just criticizing the media. If you watch other funerals, and I have to bring in Queen Elizabeth's funeral, right? Or share on any channel, you had royal commentators who understood the nitty-gritties of the funeral. Omukuta trumpets way, it is symbolic. This is what it means. When you watch that funeral from Westminster Abbey, it is education from the beginning to the end. What we haven't done really well in Ghana is to specialize. There should be people who have authority over things like this. It doesn't have to necessarily be an Ashanti. Historians. Now, why we failed was that we have royal historians in this country. We have people who understand the tradition. They understand what happened. So what we could have done as media houses was to rope them in, because that's what happened with Queen Elizabeth. ITV had it, BBC had it, Sky had it, CNN, they all had it. It was education. And yes, Obi can say, TikTok, no, be so because the stories were too many, and at some point you didn't know which one to believe. It's in going forward, and I think this wasn't the main funeral, right?
Yeah,
This is not the main.
Where I can say where Dotty it's a fan son. I just you see, I didn't even know this. We have time to plan it properly. Say the day coverage now. We're seeing multiple cameras. It's like camera will be crossing way because I'm sure what TV was a bit tough. You should have watched UTV because it was like
seamless.
hey. Trad was
quick one exactly. Media house, because
it was live too. And you recorded it was live.
There was an experienced person like Nana your boy.
Okay. Then that is excellent. Yeah. That is excellent. So going forward, the other media houses should watch and learn. You know, it's very important. Now to go back to the point Lexi made, very important points because we are not telling our stories. And I don't know how, and I know we're talking about National Film Dialogue. How do we compete with Hollywood, Bollywood, when we are telling the same stories as they are telling? You cannot teach anybody how to be romantic. But the Ashanti story, the Ga story, the Fanti, the Ever story, they are authentic stories. I mean, it is shocking that till date, no one has done anything on Asamoah. No, if the story is compelling and if it's compelling and exciting, you don't need to go and look for the money. Netflix will put the money in. They will produce it and call it a Netflix original. They will adopt it. Yet it was an album will be free America. And now baby, ababe Asamoah movie. And now say Confanoche or the gentleman who brought cocoa, Fernando Poe. Fernando Poe, you know, somebody will come and do the story and will sit back and criticize the story. But I loved what happened there, and you have to give so much credit to and what is a credit to the Ashanti Kingdom because it was what sort of finding a way to reconcile tradition and modernity because you wouldn't expect certain things to be on TV because they were sacred, but they allowed it. They allowed it because they want to tell their to show their dominance, to show how powerful they are. It's nice. And also what even made it very beautiful and it speaks to the wisdom of His Royal Majesty the King is the way every celebration in the kingdom unites Ghana because people came from all walks of life, from Volta, from North, from everywhere. And so it also speaks to the unity of this country and the immense power the Ashanti King wields. And we cannot, I mean, I've seen people on social media sometimes try to say, Asante, sit down. Sit somewhere. He's the Ashanti King. There is not like that in Africa. He's the most powerful king in Africa, and we have to respect it and the reverence the Ashantis and this celebration gave to the royal stool because it's not even the man. It's the stool. You know, it's it's powerful, and we need to give reverence to the man on the stool, and I think that's what panned out perfectly well. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anold.
But mebo mensha abaso. Mebo mabaso pa. We the level of organization and orderliness course in the last 4 days now. And so institution abaso. And I saw a few comments there on say Mensha seems to be one of the most organized institutions I owe on my way, and that's a fact. Now the surprising kakano ohwe sena Mensha tena na nkomodie culture and tradition on be uphold, but modernity or modern best can ho no class are more attached to what is perceived to be old school, you know, old culture, old traditional. That was very impressive. Now this era way social media it was center stage, you know, and can we expect Menshia to actually, you know, double in social media, you know, leanings, but they did it expertly. Empress, we say Menshia and Kasana wo the social media pages.
Meaning
Among exclusive shots. And what is interesting is that they don't just give you the shots. I mean, go and compare Menshia Palace photography. Quality.
It's really nice.
Quality.
Really nice.
And when they give you the shot, they explain, they educate you as to what is being, you know, shown to you. Brilliant. It's, you know, every other person can go and shoot, and they give certain parameters. For her, or your blogger, you understand? Yes, and they had their own photography. It's not like they left it for Obiakeke. It's open Papa Noah, you know exactly where to go. You know, palace photography. They even had videography. I think it's a palace view.
I will TikTok. Yeah.
Palace view. No, seriously. They are really prepared, and you cannot figure out say. Young guys be
innovative,
and for them to buy into the Menshia, you know, philosophy, you know, and add skills to it, you know, that's brilliant. And if every, you know, tradition, and I say we beg yes I did now because what we saw in the last 4 days, you know, spectacular. I did Asantehene, but it's almost like a national event. And obi or matter beyond eco-ideas. From politics to clergy to commerce to Obia went through it. And the exhibition of culture and tradition. Yo.
Beautiful.
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 Hate saying that there will be one you would admire. There will be one picture.
Nothing to hate.
No, seriously. There will be one picture or one video that follow me, so you just have to clap and admire. And we took a Menshia organization, and I mean, how they were able to organize it with that precision and that level of organization.
Which is service in the house.
No, but this was brilliant. Brilliant.
It was brilliant.
No,
the execution was.